I'm continuing to answer questions that some of you who follow the Challenge a Cycle Tour have asked. This question is, what was your scariest moment? And those of you who followed along with me probably could guess what that was, but it happened in St. Louis, Missouri. It was early in the morning, about 8:15, and I was on a road that was quite busy. It was rush hour traffic, and there were on and off ramps. And as I was riding on that road, a compact car, came next to me. It got so close that the mirror, the side mirror, hit my hand. And as I was riding, this is what I heard. Boom! And that noise was the first thing that got my attention. The second thing that got my attention was the pain in my hand. It was like it was a heartbeat. And I stopped and I looked ahead, and the woman in the car looked in her rearview mirror, and our eyes connected, and she continued to drive on. Here's the good part about the whole thing. It was by far the most scariest moment of the entire trip because the car got that close to my body. But the thing that I'm most blessed and thankful for is that my bike did not tip over. My bike was not damaged. My body outside of my hand was not damaged. I did not crash. And I did cry. It scared me. And we had to do a police report. The policemen came, two of them, and neither one of them could believe that a car came that close, hit my hand, and did not wreck my bike, and that I did not crash. And so I don't know if I cried because I was hurt or I cried because the woman continued to go on. Because I just thought, surely you don't hit another human being and then just keep on going. So it was emotional, and one of the things the policeman said to me, he said, I want you to get on your bike, I want you to get in the van, the TSV, which is the Tour Support Vehicle, and drive from this point to Illinois. I don't want you to continue to ride here in St. Louis. It's too dangerous. And he said, what you've got still ahead of you is downtown St. Louis. And so after the police did their reports and they left, the TSV team and I started talking, and they too felt that it would be better if I got in the van and drove to Illinois to a safer place and not to continue this part of the ride. But you know, after a few moments I realized if I got in the van every time it was hard or dangerous, I would have gotten in the van in Washington State and gone through the Rocky Mountains in a van, gone through the winds of Kansas in a van. And so I said, you know what? This Challenge a Cycle is not a fair weather cycle, or it's not a fair weather tour. I said, I am not going to give an inch to intimidation or for being scared. I said, so we're going to go right back to where I got hit, and I'm going to continue cycling. And it was important, I think, not only for me to do that because it says something about Challenge a Cycle Tour, but it was good for me mentally too, is that I'm not going to allow this to intimidate me or to keep me from going on. And so that was the scariest place in the whole tour, and I'm glad I survived it, and I'm extremely thankful that everything on my body and my bike was perfect, in perfect shape.